It's 2022. Cars are getting more and more technologically advanced, whereas Pagani comes out with something as analog as it gets, and it's also just beautiful. This is the Pagani Utopia. And this is the interior. Now, there are a few very cool things here. Of course, you can see the absolutely copious amounts of carbon, and if it's not carbon, then it's probably aluminium, because everything here, all of the details for that premium feel are from aluminium, and the best thing is the steering wheel. Why? The whole steering wheel, the base of the wheel, is carved out of one huge block of aluminium. So it's one big piece that was carved into that steering wheel base, which was then added on with all of the necessary things. And something very beautiful too is this gear shift, which as you can see is fully exposed. Now, one thing that Pagani has recently gotten a lot of fame for are the bolts. Why the bolts? Well, as you can see, every single one has a small engraved Pagani logo, and they're all titanium. All of them in the whole car are titanium with a Pagani logo engraved into it. Now, because of that, each one costs a rough $100, which makes all of the bolts in this car cost just about the price of a Porsche 911. And being the most analog hypercar in the world, the interior is too. Because as you can see, all of the switches there are physical. The only screen you get is very well embedded into the front, into the gauges. But when I say that this car isn't fully focused on speed, it of course still is absolutely incredible. The whole exhaust system weighs a simple 6 kilograms, and Pagani is famous for putting only as much paint as is needed. There are very little layers there. They just need to achieve that beautiful look, but they still want to save weight, even in those aspects. And Horacio Pagani could have had this car with as much horsepower as he wanted. It has a 6-liter Mercedes-AMG V12, which is of course bi-turbo, but the interesting part is the fact that this engine works at a basis of one-man, one engine. So the engine was hand-built by one person. And his reasoning for not making the car a hybrid wasn't that it's already fast enough with 864 horsepower and with a 370 km/h top speed and a 2.8 second 0 to 60. He wanted to keep it raw like this just because of the fun of driving. And even though the power is comparable to something like a Ferrari 812 Superfast, around the 800s, it still has the incredible performance that it does because of the weight. Now, how light is it? 1280 kilograms. For comparison, the Koenigsegg Jesko is 1420. But how did Pagani do it? First of all, it's surprisingly small, but the main part that people love, and pretty much the whole reason for the existence of Pagani, is carbon fiber. You can really see that if you look at this car. I mean, just in the exposed parts, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber on the inside, and of course, under all the paint, it's all carbon fiber.